I wanted to start with the websites. You said the ability now to create websites, $10,000 websites. That's actually the easiest way to get your first paying client is building them a free website. Can you just show people and share your screen and show people in terms of like how the website looks, can you just show people what's possible to begin with?
I have sold websites for over $10,000. I have one of the largest communities on the planet where so many people have done this. So it's something I know super well. This here, for example, is built something called One Shot, which means I gave Claude, and I'm going to give you, by the way, this entire skill completely for free in this video, so you can literally follow this exact process step by step. But this is built One Shot, so this is the kind of thing you can build with it. As it builds these beautiful graphic websites, and Claude did this entire thing, all the videos, all the text, everything down together. And I basically said, hey, I want you to go ahead and build me a free website. And this is the kind of thing that it can build. Really beautiful, web optimized. It can also optimize for mobile websites. I'll show you another example. I asked it to do a different variation of it. So maybe you want a little bit more of a version like this, where it's kind of a bit more in a box, and you can see, you come down, it is gorgeous, it's slick, and it's doing a lot of things right. And this is using one of the best design models on the planet right now, which is called Fable 5, which is part of Claude. It can design so many different kind of websites. Like this is one here, for example. It's got this kind of Ghibli style animated graphic in the background. It has this kind of thing here, which is cool, where you can zoom in, and as you zoom in, you see different things. This was kind of inspired by quite a famous website, but again, all designed by Claude in One Shot. And I haven't gone back and forth on these. These are like one-shot things. You can build apps, for example, like this is an app that will let you go ahead and understand like outliers in your niche. So let's say you were growing on Instagram or LinkedIn or YouTube, you can find outliers, you can build different softwares. There's a million different things that you can go ahead and do with this technology. It's really incredible.
I think to myself, we live in such crazy times. Because like I told you, I used to work in marketing. The company I would work at, you'd spend tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars going to agencies or developers to build you a website that just looked like what you showed. The point that you make on giving away like free websites could actually be the easiest path, is the easiest path to getting your first paying client. Can you describe what you meant by that?
When we talk about websites as well, there's two big components. There's like how it looks and does it accomplish its job. So, there's systems that, for example, let's say that we speak to, as a good example, a pool cleaner in Texas. What we would do is go out and find 100 pool cleaners in Texas online, and Claude does this entire process for us, and it would find the top 10 pool cleaners, or the top 5. And it would find the bottom 5. It would find out who has the most sales, which are the most successful. And we reverse engineer those websites. Well, did you realize, Jack, that every single pool cleaner in Texas that's making $1 million a year actually has a website that has these 5 things in it, right? They all show before and afters. Awesome, write that down. They all have a contact form. Write that one down. They all have a phone number. So the first thing we do is we find best in class. What do the winners do? And what do the losers do? And therefore, what are the buttons that we need to press? So we have the structure that converts. Then we know. Then when we've got that, then we sprinkle on the beautiful design. Now, I have taught thousands of people this. I've met with many of the largest AI creators multiple times a year to talk about what is the stuff that's actually working. And one of the easiest ways right now to get your first paying client, if you want to make your very first digital dollar, it's websites. The reason for this is because it's something that AI can produce extremely well. It's not that difficult to learn. If you grab one coffee and watch this podcast, you'll get it. And the third thing is most people don't know how to do it. And it's insane. And also, most websites suck as well. They're not great. So it's so easy to add value. Now, the strategy, if you want to get a little technical, a little tactical here, is you effectively find niches that are cash rich, but technology poor. So these are businesses that are making money. Maybe they've got a Gmail, maybe they've got poor websites, and you build them the website completely for free. And by the way, you can automate that as well, so you can do loads at the same time. And the idea here is you give that website for free, and you build a relationship. The goal is to build a connection, a relationship. And then the conversation sounds something like, awesome, you wanted a website for a reason, right? Is that because you want to get more customers? You're trying to increase your click-through rate, your sign-up rate? What is it? And then you can start to sell other services. So for example, we've got your website, but let's get you ranking on Google. Or why don't we actually work on getting you a chatbot that can close customers? Or why don't we work on building you out a dashboard so we can capture leads, get them on your email list? There's so many different things, and you start to build monthly recurring revenue off the back of that. Now, the deal is amazing. It's an incredible offer. It's basically, I'm giving you a free website. And if for some reason they don't want that, you can say, awesome, do you know any other business owners that would really benefit from a new website? And I'll say, yes, I do. And then you've got this introduction. So the goal isn't to hit 10 out of 10, but if you do this meaningfully, it's such a good lead magnet that you can give to them. It's unbelievable. And what happens as well is you kind of become known as the AI guy for that business. And it's something that happened with me as well, where I built something, and you're like, cool, hey, could you also do this thing, and this thing? Nobody's willing to lead with this much value up front. You do it without the expectation of an ask. You get testimonials, even if they don't work with you, which is awesome, so you build up credibility. And if you're just starting, I honestly just give these websites away. Get testimonials, and you will be amazed. You have to. It's tough not to make money doing this if you apply the correct steps in the right order.
Yeah. Can you kind of take us behind the scenes? And I'm thinking about even showing us some of the prompts and like how you're doing this, where you're not just generating a beautiful website. How do you generate something that's actually would be useful to business owners?